Ladies and gentlemen, it's first weekend in November, and what a good time to show everybody how to smoke turkeys. We're going to be doing a special. I'm doing 2 turkeys. We're going to do them special for you. We're going to brine them in a special brine, and then we're going to cook them with a combination of applewood, cherry, and pear. It's a wonderful, wonderful turkey doing it this way. It's rather elaborate, but you don't have to go this far, but I think if you tried this, you would love it. Anyway, we're going to show you the process. Hope you enjoy. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to be putting together the brine for our special applewood, cherry, and pear smoked turkey. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a special brine, which calls for starting off with 2 gallons of water. And since we don't have a pot big enough, we're going to split it into 2 separate pots. So I split everything out. But there's 4 cups of salt, 4 cups of sugar, a cup of black peppercorns, sliced apples and oranges, and I did sliced up 2 whole garlic cloves, and just sliced them in half. And what we have going into the brine to steep while we're dissolving the salts and the sugars, some fresh sage, some thyme, and fresh rosemary cut out of our garden. I don't know if I got the sage in the camera lens there a minute ago, but there it is. Everything smells good. And again, sliced up garlic cloves in half, put them in. And we again sliced up some apples, the oranges and some apples, and these will all be going into 2 gallons of water to be dissolved, and then we'll pour in a gallon of apple cider, not apple juice but apple cider. We'll smoke the turkeys after we've brined them for at least 24 hours minimum. Again, for our purposes, we don't have a pot big enough, so we're going to have to split this into 2. But I will concentrate on this 1 pot here for demonstration purposes. We'll be adding half of the ingredients to this 1 gallon of water in this pot. Alright, going into the pot is going to be salt, sugar, give that a little bit of stir, and next I'm going to be adding in black peppercorns, and next I'm going to be adding in a clove of the garlic, and I'm going to add my fresh herbs, the rosemary, the thyme, and the sage, and let these steep while we're dissolving all the salt and the sugars. And boy, it really does smell good. And since we're splitting it up into 2 pots, we'll repeat this process on the other pot while this one's still dissolving. Okay, next thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be punching some holes in this to allow the brine to soak in. And I'm doing this with an ice pick since I don't have a pitchfork anymore for some reason. And all we're trying to do is allow that brine to seep into the meat during the process. Okay, into the cooler I've added 2 bags of ice, and what we're going to do now is we're going to pour in our liquid that's been steeping over that ice. Again, we used 2 containers since we didn't have one big enough to hold everything else. That's going to allow that brine to cool down the temperature. And to that mixture, I'm going to add a gallon of apple cider. Here about 30 hours probably. Now this first one is a 16 pounder. You see that? That's a 16-pound turkey right there, brother. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it breast down. We'll be turning these things periodically. There's one about every 6 hours. Here's our little bit over 14-pound turkey. Put him breast down. Okay, and the last thing, once you got the turkeys in the brine, is you add the apples and oranges. It's a good deal to give them a good squeeze before you throw them in there and get that extra juice going. Stir. Okay, obviously building a good fire is essential in smoking. And let me bring you out to my secret wood stash here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a batch of cherry, apple, and pear woods hauled down from Ohio, and that's what we're going to be cooking with here, smoking these turkeys. All right, first thing we're gonna make a few chunks out of our apple, pear, and cherry wood. Alright, this is a little bit over the top, but why not? It's my video. We're doing some special turkeys, and what we're doing is we're getting some of these chunks that we made yesterday. And your favorite bourbon, if you have a favorite bourbon. Take this pour top off. And we are going to soak our wood chunks in bourbon. And we're going to throw some of those into the fire during the smoking process. Alright, remember all the fruit and garlic and sage, rosemary, and thyme. We're going to put that into the water reservoir while we're smoking. We're just going to add more flavor. Okay, into the pot here, I've got in the mixer, I've got 2 sticks of unsalted butter. And what we're going to do is we're going to add about a half a cup, a little bit more maybe, of our special rub. Get that all mixed up, and what we're going to do is we'll rub that under the turkey, the skin of the turkey breast, make everything nice and moist.
Tennessee and St. Louis. Sorry, long family. I go to Tennessee. How are you? I'll go to Carolina.